Assalamualaikum dan salam sejahtera. We all from group 10 will present about how we communicate. The first one, I want to introduce myself and other self of my group member. So the group member consists of me, Muhammad Syahrin bin Samin, Sin Saidi Kuyubin, Zulwali Arifin bin Sipin, Johan bin Hairi, and Norasna. Alright. Before I start my interview project, I have some process. On 10 May 2021, I was asking my friend if I can do interview project with him, but he said on this day he can because he's so busy packing up because he want return to our village from the UMS. So he said we gonna do at 14 May after Hari Raya. So on 14 May 2021, I'm going to my friend home for the interview project. But when I arrive in my friend home, so heavy rain, the sound of rain so annoying for me to record the video. But at the evening, with the same day, finally I can interview my friend about how we communicate. Okay, communication means exchange information to other people. We can convey our information, and after that, so many knowledge we can get from communicate. We must have some communication skill to speak with others so clearly. So communication so important for know each other and forget more information for make experience. Some self-reflection I can give. Find someone can meet face to face actually now in pandemic. I am kill two birds with one stone. After I visiting my friend home in Idul Fitri Day, I think it's chance to do my interview section because I don't think can go out from home after Hari Raya. I do it the interview section with so simple and spontaneous because no have any choice in this pandemic situation. I prepare my question and some answer for reference my respondent or give the best answer from my respondent. So as a conclusion from this interview, I learned many things about the preparation before and after interview. If have any problem, we must do plan B for make our interview so far so good.
Hello, I am Sansadi Koyubin. I am here for present my interview section. The firstly about the process. At 10 May 2021, I was asking my auntie for when I can interview her. She told me, at this time I am so busy, and at the working day, she also asked the worker. So, I moved to the next week at 16 May 2021. I asking again my auntie at the morning, when do you have time for me? She told me at this night at 8 o'clock. So I can do my interview section on 16 May 2021. After I finish editing my video, I also do my report for this interview at 20 May 2021. Summary from this interview section is I can improve my interview section. From this interview section, I can use English for asking my respondent and get the response also in English language. Secondly, I also know the communication is very important nowadays because communication can transfer information from one person to the other person and one group to the other group. If I cannot communication well, the information I want to convey cannot be understood with the other people. This thing also cause misunderstanding with the other people. Reflection from this interview section is: number one, I need more practice before I start the interview. It's because I cannot be effective communicate when I ask questions for my respondent. I also get one step other than face-to-face. I use Google Meet for my interview section as a step for this pandemic COVID-19. I get no information from this interview section. Type of communication among that is a verbal or spoken in non-verbal. Communication is very important in nowadays, especially when you are running a business. In conclusion, in this interview section, I learned a lot of things, especially how to communicate with other people. The communication is very important nowadays. Because of that, we must have more practice to be able to communicate with the other people. Thank you.
My name is Zalwali Arifin bin Zipin and my matrix number is BA20160862. In the interview process, it took 3 days between May 15 to May 17. On the first day, I invited my friend to the interview invitation and she accepted the invitation. On the second day, I had invited her to the interview using Zoom application. After completing interview process, I make a report for the next day. For the summary, communication is important for us to gain knowledge. It is because communication is a medium for us to convey and obtain information. By the way, communication skill is important for us to build a good relation with others. And good communication is the best way to socialize. For my self-reflection, I need more practice to make my communication better. Besides that, I need to communicate with full knowledge of the interview and current issues while sitting for an interview. I also need to communicate with confident and loud voice while sitting for an interview. Besides that, I also need to speak or communicate with other for an issue or a topic to gain knowledge. For the conclusion, communicate is important because it is a thing that we do in every day, even though it was virtually or our life. Uh, and the last one is good communication skill is required in daily life. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum and hello. I wish to teachers and fellow friends. This is a final project for oral communication in English UB00202. My name is Johan bin Hairi. Matrix number is BA220110846. Process in my interview is I do on 11 May 2021. I start to find respondent for my interview. I think it's so hard to find because because pandemic. Firstly, I will ask my friend to be my respondent and he was agree. Secondly, we are planned on 15 May 2021, which was the third of COVID for my interview. So we first canceled because he was busy with her assignment and he don't confident. After we cancel, I will ask my sister to be respondent and we do interview in 16 May 2021. I ask my sister about a communication, which is how to communicate. The summary is communication is important in human daily life to communicate, perform a task. A good communication can maintain good friendships and relationships. Respondent also agree that good communication is one of the method in building relationships. Study intercultural communication is crucial so that we can be aware of our own cultural specials. If we understand on our culture, that we can cultivate harmonious with other culture. So third, self-reflections. Communication is very important in life. This interview project is also a communication with other. During the interview, I did make enough preparations. In fact, I want to interview outsider from other country to add experience, confident of interacting with other side outsiders. Sorry, but due the pandemic, we need to stay at home to prevent COVID-19. In my interview, my last choice is my sister as my respondent because my friend cannot do it. So moreover, relating the two discussions between group has also become a challenge in this new era. Group discussion we are conducted in the chat rooms using the Telegram application only. So in my conclusion, my respondent is very agree with good communication is very important in life. From this assignment, I learned many things about our topic from opinion respondent, and I can learn something how can be confident to speak with each other and preparation for your work first. So the value I get from interview is we must know opinion each other before to speak and be a confident to speak any topic to get a good communication with other. So that's all. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum and hi. My name is Narazna Binta Mutalib, matrix number BA201608885. I start with the process. The process for my interview on 10 May 2021. I started looking for a respondent. Firstly, I asked my friend was named Dayang and her agree has been my respondent. Actually, I planned with my friend to interview her on 15 May 2021, which was dated prior Idul Fitri, but the plan was cancelled because her was busy with her class and assignment. Dayang was also a student like me, so after that, I was no choice beside my sister. So my last choice was my sister has been the respondent. On 16 May 2021, I interviewed my sister about our topic, which was how to communicate. So the next one is the summary. As we know, communication is important in human daily life to communicate and perform a task. In fact, good communication can maintain good friendship and relationship. Good communication can form harmony in a relationship. Respondents also agree good communication is one of the methods in building relationship. In addition, studying intercultural communication is crucial so that we can be aware of our own culture suspicious. If we understand our own culture, then we can cultivate a harmonious relationship with other culture. From this interview, I learned that communication is very important in life. This interview is also learn us to communicate with others. During this interview, actually I did not make enough preparation. In fact, I want to interview outsider from another country to add to the experience and confidence of interacting with outsider, but so hard to find due to pandemic COVID-19 now. So my last choice is my sister is my respondent. However, relating to discussion between groups has also become a challenge in this new era. Group discussion were conducted in the chat room using the Telegram application only. So, in conclusion from this assignment, I learned many things, especially when we want to do something, we must take preparation physically, spiritually, and emotionally to avoid mistakes happening. Besides, the value I get from the topic is that when you want to enjoy life, don't be shy and afraid to communicate because it helps people to get well in life. So that's all from our group. Thank you.